Hello and welcome to my studio. My name is Ido Agassi and today's video is for a rainy day. If you are watching this, I'm probably sick at home with a cold and can't make a new video. And that's a great reason to make a video about a box for a tissue paper. So sit back, make yourself a cup of tea and enjoy the process. And today's project, I'm going to start with making an oval shape. I'm going to bring my ruler and a pencil and find the center. So I'm taking it corner to corner and just giving it around the middle, 1 and 2. And now let's draw a line on both dimensions. Now I want the oval shape to be 6 on 15.4. So what I'm going to do is mark 3 here and 6 here. And I'm going to measure 7.7 from this point here. 1 point and 7.7 another point. Now, if you want to go more into details about how to make an oval shape, I have a video which I'll link here. I'm going to take a board to put underneath, and I'm going to put 3 holes inside my board. In the first mark, in the second mark, and in the third mark here, making sure it holds. By the way, you can also use push pins for that. I'm going to bring some thread. This is linen thread, but you can use any kind of thread you would like. And I'm going to tie the thread 1 knot and another. I'll trim the edge. And now look what a nice trick. I'm taking this out, taking my pencil, taking it back, and just moving my pencil all around. Very satisfying. And I have a perfect oval shape. Now I'm going to bring my knife and cut the oval shape. You need patience for that. I just put it on the first mark here and just go around the marks very slowly, not very strongly inside. I'm just creating a path and I'm going to do it over and over, slowly forming the shape. And now that I have a path, I'm going inside more and continuing to do it round and round. It's not possible to do it in one go. That is why each time I go inside deeper. You see how I move the board and the knife together and just creating the path I need. I think I'm there. Yes, I am. Nice shape we have here. Now I'm taking a nail file and just running it inside. If there's a little bit of material that needs to go down, like you see here. I'll move on to bringing the perpendiculars. So I'm going to close it all around. I'll bring my 3 centimeter weight and my 2.5 for here and give it a straight line. Okay, I'll start gluing one long side. Just gluing the edge here. I'll bring into place and bring my weight. That acts as a 90 degrees, okay? When they are both one beside the other, it gives me a 90 degrees. I'll flip it over. Let's do the other one. I'll bring the weight inside. What I love about making boxes is the precision you need for cutting and for connecting everything. Let's see, I'll bring this small weight here. And this fits nicely. Haha, I'm lucky today. We'll put it here. And here I'm going to glue the bottom side and also both sides. And I'm inserting it with an angle. Bringing my weight and making sure it is 90 degrees and touching the whole board. I think this is enough. Flip it over and glue the last side here. I'll insert it. And we have the outer box. Take the weights aside and sand it a bit. Great. Now I'm going to bring my paper, and of course I'm going to use tissue paper, and I'm going full grandmother on this, like something I would see in my grandmother's house. And because she always made me some tea when I was sick and cold, I think this would be appropriate. And I'm going to locate the box in the center. Let me make sure it is centered here and here. I'll bring two weights, one here and one here. And I'm going to start with gluing. I'll bring my glue. I think I use the small one here. And I'm going to go on the surface all around the oval shape. It's quite easy to apply the glue like this. I'm making sure no drips would go inside, so I'm gluing from the inside out. Now, because this is tissue paper, it could be a bit transparent and the glue can go through the paper. So what I want to make sure that I have an even amount, but no areas with a lot of glue. So that is why I'm going on it again. I'll flip it over and connect. Move my weights. Flip it over gently. Yes, I can feel it. Now the Teflon bone folder is very handy because the glue is not sticking to it. Making sure that the rim of the oval shape is glued properly. I'll flip it over. And now I'm going to make some cuts. So I'm going to cut the long side here and here. Let's do the other side. Here and here. And now I'll cut it 2 centimeters from the edge. So one cut here and one cut here. And on the other side. Great. And because this is tissue paper, again, I'm going to glue the thicker material. I'm going to glue the board and then bring the paper on it in all the places I can. I'm really happy I chose paper and not cloth for this one, because you don't see me work with a lot of thin paper in my videos. And this paper is quite beautiful. I'll use the Teflon bone folder again, and that helps me not to get glue on my fingers or a regular bone folder. That's the advantages of the Teflon one. I'm going to make some cuts. I wanted 2 centimeters, so I'm going to trim this. It doesn't really matter because you won't see that, but we're always aiming for perfection and everything would be the same size. I'll glue this side in the meantime while the other side is drying. It takes time more than usual. And I'm going to lift it and connect. Again, some cutting here and here. And I want to trim everything here. Now I'm going to glue the sides. So here I'm gluing the board. And this side I'm gluing the board. You can see that here. And connecting the paper. Other side. Glue the board. And connect. And now let's deal with the small flaps here. I'm going to glue it here in the corner and over here in the corner. Let's do all 4 of them. Over here and over here. And then just insert one after the other. This would cover my corners nicely. Again, I know no one would see that, but still, I have to do it right. I will know. And now for the last stage here, I'm going to glue with a piece of waste paper, the paper itself, up until the end. Let's see if it sticks to the waste paper. It does. Take it off. And then fold it inside. I have to use my bone folder, it's so sticky. By the way, I didn't line the inside. I hope it would be okay with this paper, that it don't have a lot of pull, but we will see. I'll bring another waste paper and glue the other side. Glue it up until the end. Take it off easily, not to ruin the paper. And slowly connect. Can put it like this. I have the ability to apply pressure like this. Okay, now I'm trying to figure out if to glue this and just the edge or everything. Let's glue everything here and then just the small turn-ins. So I'm gluing it up until the end. I'm using PVA here, and this PVA is drying completely transparent, so even if you could see a bit of the glue, it would be transparent. Okay, I'm lifting it. Show you like this. I'm lifting it and then connecting up until the end. And now let's deal with the sides. What I'm going to do is trim it to 2 centimeters and then cut so I could insert it inside, give it a bit of an angle, and do this side. Just put the glue up until the edge. Take the paper and bring it. Connect it with my bone folder. It's very sticky. And now I'm going to fold these inside. Let's see if I could do it freestyle like this. It seems I can. And fold it inside. Now I need to turn in the oval shape. So what I'm going to do is take my knife and start making small cuts, one beside the other, so I could fold it inside. I'm doing it by eye. Let's give it a middle cut here. Now I'll take a piece of waste paper and I'm going to glue all around the oval shape and make sure that the edge is getting enough glue. I'm going to lift it and just insert inside all the material. Take my bone folder and work on the edge first, making sure everything goes down. And what I do, I just insert it inside. It looks great. And as you know me, I made another box exactly the same, just 1 centimeter less, that it could be the bottom of our box. I'm going to bring my tissue paper and I'm going to connect the lid. Wow, it fits perfectly inside. Thank you for watching the whole process of making this box. I hope I will feel better soon and can upload some more videos. Consider subscribing if you're interested in tissue boxes, bookbinding, and much more. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!